So a couple weeks ago I was at a convention, and I was approached when I was playing casuals, and someone asked me, how do I get good at fighting game combos? How do I get good at fighting game execution? And that's something that I have a lot of interest in and a lot of passion towards because I enjoy practicing combos and I like helping educate people and improve their game. So I figured I would go ahead and make a video talking about this and maybe giving people some advice and something to help them. Well, the first step I would say is pick a game, and pick a game that you enjoy playing, something that you have fun playing, because that'll make the learning curve a lot easier. The second step is, I would advise picking a character. Just one character, just kind of, ease the learning curve a little bit. Now, if the game has a tutorial system or a trial system, Street Fighters have challenges or trials, Guilty Gear has combo practice, I would recommend doing that. That'll give you an idea of how the character you picked plays, what kind of execution style they have, what kind of inputs, if it's a charge character, that whole kind of deal. And I'd recommend going through that. That would be the next step for me. I do this always. Every character I pick, I go through it because it gives me an idea of how they play. Now, in the process of learning this, you'll be practicing your inputs, and it's very healthy. The next thing that I would recommend is playing the game. Ultimately, that's what you want to do. You want to find ways to play the game and have fun doing so. If that means playing with your friends and dinking around, having a good time, go ahead and do that. That's exactly what you want to do. If it means playing through arcade mode because you don't have a lot of people that you know who play this game locally, go ahead and run through the arcade mode. That's ultimately playing the game, and that's what you want to do. The other thing you can do is online or various trials. I personally can give you an idea of what I like to do to learn the execution of the characters. Is I like to do the trials, then I like to hit the training room, just kind of practice, see what links into what, and in the process, you're learning how everything works. Then I like to go to the arcade mood, and I like to practice there. I'll play it on hard mode, maniac, whichever difficulty I can play through. And then from there, once I'm comfortable with how the character works, I will jump online or play with my friends. As I said, you really just want to play the game. Ultimately, you just want to be playing the game, practicing, having fun in the process. Now, if you find yourself struggling with certain inputs, what I would recommend then is I'd hit the training room, I would turn on the display. In this particular setting, I have the trial going, and it shows your input display. There's a joystick in the middle of the screen. And what that does is it shows what direction you're pressing. It gives you an idea of what you're doing. Now, if you're struggling with an input, you can kind of look at that and go, oh, okay, I'm doing it too fast, or I'm doing it too slow, or I'm not getting a clean quarter roll forward. That's a great way to practice that stuff, is in training mode. I really do that a lot. Now, really, that's all there is to it. Now, I can make a video talking about playing with other players and being competitive and stuff, but really, in terms of execution, that's really how it boils down, is you just play the game, find things to practice, find passion and enjoy the game, and it'll really just come in time. The other big thing, and this isn't so much about execution as it is mentality, and I'm going to briefly cover it, is don't get discouraged. If you're playing with people who are way better than you, don't get discouraged. It's tough, trust me, I understand all too well. You'll get whomped, you'll get walloped. I'd recommend playing someone your skill level if you can. Maybe your friend, brother, sister, sibling, something. I don't know. Play with someone closer to your skill level, and then that'll ease that stress. Or play arcade mode, but just don't get discouraged. That slows and hinders the process of learning. So that really boils it down, and that really sums up everything that I would recommend. I can further break down every single one of these steps and give you visual ideas of what I do and how I go about studying this. But basically, as I said, all you have to do is play the game, practice, and have fun. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. If you do have a question and something you want me to talk about, feel free to put it in the comment sections. I read through that stuff, and I made this video specifically as a recommendation. Someone asked me a question, I made it 100% for that. If you have anything you want to see done, let me know and I'll get around to it if I can, or if I know enough to do so. So anyway, thanks guys.